That's how you open up the podcast.
Funko.
Welcome to Backlot 605, episode 14. I'm Casey.
I'm Brian.
And we're just two schmucks in a basement.
We are two schmucks in a basement.
Two schmucks in a basement who started this thing called the Schmuck Club. So
we are a Schmuck Club.
We are the Schmuck Club. Feel free to join the Schmuck Club.
What did it do to join the Schmuck Club?
I don't know. Just be a schmuck and watch movies.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it doesn't take a lot. I mean, if we can do it, anyone can.
Hey, don't make our competition greater.
That's true. We're the best, and everyone else sucks.
We already have competition that we are, we're bringing them into the fold a little bit.
Bring in the competition. Bring them close, and then you destroy them from within.
Oh, that's not what you do.
I'm sorry, we shouldn't say that on the air, because that's our little secret.
No. You bring everybody together to have a nice collective.
A collective
club? A common ground. A Schmuck Club, if you will.
Yes, Schmuck Club.
Yeah, Schmuck.
So what the heck are we going to do today?
What are we going to do today?
I think
supposedly we're supposed to be talking about something about anime and animation and all sorts of random shit.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot about anime, animation, just the medium in general during this episode. Kind of in a lead up to the Lego movie coming out and Alita Battle Angel, How to Train Your Dragon 3, There's so many things coming up that we can connect this to.
And if this guy over here can pull it off here, we'll get something up about How to Train Your Dragon before everybody else.
Ooh.
Yeah, Fandango had an early screening on February 2nd. So instead of waiting until the 22nd, people were actually able to go see it this weekend.
Were you one of them?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No, I was not. It would have helped. They look like really good movies, but it would help if I would have actually seen the first two.
Oh, yeah. Probably helps in a trilogy.
A little bit. Especially when, I don't know, they're making it sound like this is the last one. Makes enough money. It won't be the last one.
They already have, TV shows and, mini movies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. That's why I thought we were past,
maybe the
3.
last Jay Baruchel one? I don't know.
Oh, no. You think about that. The dude is making bank off this movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you mean I can be weird and use my own voice and make money? Oh, no.
And don't have to do a Seth Rogen movie to do it?
What is wrong with Jay being in a Seth Rogen movie?
Absolutely nothing. He needs to be in more of them. I want more bromance between Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel than I do James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, but you have to admit, that's a pretty good chemistry right there.
Oh, it's a great bromance. The other day I watched The Interview again.
Yeah.
Not a very good movie, but their chemistry, it's spot on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I for the sake of the interview, I think the interview was a victim of the whole Sony hack thing. I legit think it would have actually done better if it would have not been for all of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason for the Sony hack, that damn movie. Seth Rogen, James Franco comedy.
Supposedly, because North Korea didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
No.
Fake news. Anyway, let's jump to the box office for this week.
Welcome to the box office.
Pretty slow week.
It pretty much sucked.
Yeah. Glass, stays at that number one spot for the third week in a row.
With a whole whopping 9.5 million. When your number one movie can't even break 10.
It was a slow week.
Yeah. Maybe once the finals come in, maybe it inches a little bit, but I don't think it's going to.
I mean, it brought its total gross to $88 million on a $20 million budget. That's a pretty big jump there for M. Night.
Well, it's because M. Night's no, Spielberg or, George Lucas or even a Michael Bay to the point where he probably has a $15 billion house that he can mortgage to pay on the movie that he did. I give the man credit that his last two movies, Split and Glass, were both self-financed.
And The Visit was as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, I give him lots of props for that.
Hey,
I mean, that's not my $20. Number two. The upside.
The downside?
The downside is that this movie, I don't know where I was going with that. Pulled in total gross of $75.5 million so far in its fourth week. No surprise, Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, dramedy. Not much else in that genre to go check out.
Considering the fact that it's still in second where it's at and it's a week older than Glass, I think it's actually doing pretty good too. The fact that there are other movies that are that, like The Kid Would Be King kind of thing, these newer movies that have been out more recently and it's still up there. I say that with a grain of salt because Aquaman.
Yeah.
So
But
continue.
I think it was all star power for that. Number 3 was this week's wide release movie, Miss Bala, pulling in at $6.7 million.
Little Miss Gina Rodriguez.
Gina Rodriguez movie on a budget of $15 million. You had to know they wanted that number one spot. They were expecting that number one spot.
I think it's, as much as I like Gina Rodriguez where you figure like Jane the Virgin, stuff like that, I don't think like right now she has enough pull to be the star yet.
No.
I think she has the potential. I just don't think now is just quite it. Like if you would have put somebody else in there, even like say Michelle Rodriguez or somebody else who's a little bit more seasoned on the film side of things, on the big screen side of things, because I mean she's been killing it on CW.
Yeah, I think the thing is she isn't in enough movies yet.
Exactly.
She's known for the television right now, and I don't think that always translates the best to people going out to the theater to watch it.
Well, and that's why I think that, I mean, even for third, I think third for this is actually pretty good. I mean,
Seeing what it's topping, yeah.
I mean, she could have, it could have completely bombed to the point where it didn't even break the top 5.
That's true. Number 4, Aquaman, $4.7 million.
Man.
7th week out.
And still in the top 5.
Still in the top 5.
But, when your top 5 still has a movie not even making $5 million, it's a shitty weekend.
Yeah. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse rounds out our top 5, $4.4 million. In its 8th weekend out. So these superhero movies sticking around, people going out to check them out a couple times. So.
It's because nobody wants to see the other things.
No, probably not.
They're like, go see The Kid Who'd Be King?
Meh.
Or go watch Spider-Man again.
However, our wonderful contributor, Sam, did go see The Kid That Would Be King, so we will be having a post come out for that, for a little bit of a review for that, and the upside, actually.
And Miss Bala.
Oh, and she is doing Miss
She
Bala.
got all 3. Sam's been killing it. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you very much, Sam.
So let's jump to some more superhero talk.
What is superhero
Because
talk?
we don't ever talk about superheroes in movies, ever.
Hey, we would probably talk about less about superheroes in movies if there was less superhero movies.
That is true. The big news story from this week was some DC news.
DC.
We got our first look at the Birds of Prey and the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
You actually said that without actually having to read it
Typing
off.
I memorized it.
Wow, I'm impressed this time.
I know.
You fucked it up last time.
I memorized my lines this time because we're scripted.
Oh, no, we're not.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Anyway, what do you think?
I'm just picturing you in front of the mirror going, I gotta get this right. I gotta get this right.
Fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
I mean,
Got it.
there was nothing about this that showed anything about the movie. All it basically was doing was giving us a cast roll off.
Yep.
I think it was pretty slick how they did it, and I'm curious about Mr. Zaz and Black Mask. But at this point, you don't see Ewan McGregor in the Black Mask. You just see Ewan McGregor. He looks like he's ready to go do his motorcycle TV show he did here a couple of years ago. He looks like he's just ready to go get on his motorcycle and go.
Looks like Obi-Wan in a suit. A little bit.
No, he doesn't have that stupid ass rat tail.
No, not in this one. Maybe he will with the mask on. Who knows?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, like you said, there's not much to this little teaser.
I liked it. I genuinely did. I have heard some people still upset about the way that Black Canary was cast. But my objection to that is that if you look at comic books in general, there's always most of them have a baseline story of who they are, what they are, where they came from, but there's so many reiterations of different characters throughout the decades that film is just another medium for that to take place. So, for the instance of, MJ in Homecoming, played by Zendaya, and, it not being the blonde white chick playing the,
redhead. MJ's a redhead.
No. I'm going on to
for Black Canary.
Black Canary. So
the CW's had 3 different Black Canaries. No one gives a shit about that.
Yeah.
Why are they getting all butthurt about this?
Oh, right, exactly. Or I'll even throw in the fact that when people got upset about Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe in the MCU, she was a weird white chick from the UK.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's comic books. It's interpretations.
Yeah,
Get over
exactly.
it.
So I'm, for the split second that you see her, I'm like, all right, I'm down.
Yeah.
So I've been behind like that part of the DCEU. I still think that the Suicide Squad was bad, not because of David Ayer. I think it was bad because he couldn't make his movie. So I think they've cast it pretty good so far. There's people I don't know, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe not everybody needs to be people that are well known. We got old school Rosie Perez in there, which is she's probably been acting longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'm okay with that.
She's gonna play a Batman police detective. I don't know. That's from what I barely know about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, this teaser kind of reminds me of the Joker one that they just released not too long ago with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, just a little brief and kind of
Brief little cuts of him and then some music behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think of Harley Quinn's look?
I don't care. I'm going.
Okay,
It's Margot Robbie.
same here.
Done.
Yep.
And actually, I like the turn a little bit. She's more, I don't know, pop princess more than like gangster.
Yeah.
You know.
There was a little bit of hints of that in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't go full jester costume with her yet.
Right.
I wish they would. Just that little the little tease that they have in Suicide Squad with her and Joker dancing.
But
It's the best scene in the movie.
I'm not arguing it's not the best scene, but again, it's that thing of what translates to film.
Yeah.
Because
Her goofy red and black costume
yes,
probably wouldn't work.
yeah, it works for the comic books, but it's a different kind of medium that in live action, I think it would just be stupid, and I love how they reinvented her.
Yep.
And they need to keep with that.
Should we move on to some more DC news we got going on?
Sure.
The Batman has got its official release date.
Well, I'm going to say this with a grain of salt.
What's that? The release date?
Yes, they have a current release date, but it is DC, so, it could still change. I mean, we're talking 2.5 years out.
It's slated for June 25th, 2021, with Matt Reeves writing, directing, and as of right now, no Ben Affleck.
He's passing the baton.
Passing it on.
Well, and I agree with what I've been seeing too, is that it's not. There's nothing to confirm. There's no. I mean, even with Ben going on Twitter and sharing the tweet that that it's going to be a different Batman and everything like that.
Saying he's excited for it.
Yes, it's nothing. Nothing has been said that he's stopping being Batman, because this is supposed to be a younger version. This is supposed to be almost origin-ish, which kind of makes me sick because we've done fucking Batman's origin 19 billion times.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just an early version of Batman.
I don't think it'll be necessarily an origin, but I think it'll be. I know for the longest time the idea of Batman Year One has been thrown around.
All I know is that if I see freaking Thomas Wayne get shot again,
it's as tired as watching Uncle Ben get shot again.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad that MCU did not rehash that shit.
Yeah.
So, please, Matt, don't rehash it. That's all I ask.
Fun little question here. Maybe you don't have an answer.
6.
Yes. That's
42.
how many Batmans you want to see. No. Who do you think could play Batman?
Actually, one of the ones that I have seen recently that I really... Oh, actually, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Well, you're looking up yours. I'll toss out mine.
Okay, keep going. Granted, one of the things I did see here recently was Oscar Isaac, and I really dig that, actually.
I could be down with that.
Hold on. I got to bring up Boss Logic.
Mine, if they're going little younger Batman, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, he could totally pull that off.
In the MCU right now, but I think he can definitely play the dark side of the Batman character, yet the charming side of Bruce Wayne. I think that'd be a really good choice for a younger version of Batman. Let him finally be a superhero for once.
Okay. So are you familiar with Boss Logic on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay. If anybody listening is not familiar with Boss Logic, please do. Especially right now if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, because oh my god, his art for the Mortal Kombat stuff has been fucking great. John Cena as Stryker. But no, he actually came out yesterday with his four interpretations of possible Batman. Eric Bana, John Hamm, Oscar Isaac, and then actually this is a flip because I know that it's going not Nightwing style, but it's Robbie Amell.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
I could see Robbie Amell as more of like Batman Beyond.
Oh, Batman Beyond or like a Nightwing. He definitely needs to be a Nightwing.
I think the trouble with him is that he's been in the DC television universe.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah.
Now just looking at that picture of Eric Bana.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I'm telling is people need to go. Hell, we'll need to link this this tweet of his because I mean the way he stylized his images in the first place, they all like are super like qualify for.
I'm kind of gonna hop on that Eric Bana train.
I
think the Oscar Isaac one. I think he could play it, but I don't want him as Bruce. Then I don't want him as Bruce Wayne.
See,
not that I'm
that's just it.
That out,
I think Oscar Isaac. There's my thing is I think he could pull off the Bruce Wayne. I think it's the Batman you'd have a problem with.
Maybe.
Where like at least Eric Bana I think could pull off both.
I definitely think he could. I think he'd be a good choice. Maybe even Eric Bana in the Joker universe, the Joaquin Phoenix one. Maybe that would be a good foil.
Because I also think of like John Hamm. John Hamm would, like all these here are like perfect Bruce Waynes.
Yeah.
But you have to find that one that can get underneath the cowl and not look ridiculous like George Clooney.
That's the only thing I kind of fear of with John Hamm for some reason, that he would be a little Clooney.
He's got the chin. I get why people want to get behind John Hamm though. Good actor. He pull off the Bruce Wayne immensely.
I think this time you might have to go a little bit unknown. I think John Hamm's a little too known. Ben Affleck, there was way too much crap surrounding him, which didn't help the film or help him at all. I think maybe going a little bit less known actor would maybe help it out.
They've never gone down that route before, though. I mean, even look at Keaton back when he got started in it. He was a big name back then. Still,
Christian Bale wasn't that big of a name yet by 2005.
Says you.
He wasn't no John Hamm.
What?
Or Ben Affleck.
Are you kidding? What? When he? No.
2005 when he got cast as Batman.
No, because you know what I was watching right before then? Is watching him the absolutely amazing movie of The Machinist they did just before. Yeah. I got to fix my mic. There we go.
Lesser known movie though.
What's that?
Great movie though. Please watch it.
American Psycho.
Great movie.
Newsies. Your hesitation.
No, because those were a little bit lesser known movies than say what Ben Affleck's been in or John Hamm.
I don't know. I still think Christian Bale was up there. He was doing his thing when he got cast as Batman.
As we're staring at our Patrick Bateman figure across the way.
Oh, Patrick
Bateman.
You still never did get around seeing Rules of Attraction.
Yeah, I need to.
Yes. Little more Vanderbeek.
The Beak. I think we bring up James Vanderbeek every week.
So,
the Beak Week.
Maybe we'll get a shout out from the Beak.
Shout out from the Beak.
Shout out from the Beak, man.
All right, so we want to throw the question out to you guys. Drop a comment below. Who do you want to see as Batman?
Comment below? Where?
Comment below. Yeah, because they're listening to the video right below us. Let's jump to our next news topic.
But what if they're listening on Apple? There's no video below.
Then go to our website and drop a comment there or our YouTube page.
God, I'm such an ass. I've been up way too long today.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark releases its new poster and a couple little teasers.
Poster's kind of creepy.
The poster is creepy.
Oh, wait. It's Guillermo del Toro. Of course it's creepy.
Yeah, he likes his monsters. So, have you ever read these books?
No.
Okay. I read them once as a kid, and then...
And then you didn't sleep for like 6 weeks?
Yes, I didn't. And then I have all three of them here, and I've read the first one within the last year. They're fun little spooky legends, to tell kids to spook them. They're not going to scare you as an adult, really.
Maybe I did read these. I literally would have had to been in elementary school though.
Yeah.
If it's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, I don't know what full stories they're going to take yet. But I mean, it's got Del Toro attached to it. I think that's always a plus.
Considering the medium that we're talking about here in terms of your horror and kind of stuff, yeah. I think Guillermo will pull it off. Either it'll pull off or it'll just immensely flop and
yeah, unfortunately. But I don't know. I think the posters creepy. The teasers don't show a whole lot. But I think they are a little. They set the mood for what this could be. But I do want to see a full trailer. I think that's what will really make or break people's excitement for it.
Here's the question though: if it's a series of shorts, kind of like Buster Scruggs kind of thing, are they going to be able to do a decent full trailer? Because otherwise, it's going to get potentially convoluted and confusing as to what is part of what story.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, then what do? You run a 2-minute trailer and you run 30-second clips on each one. You're not going to get a lot out of it.
No.
Especially if there's 6 stories.
But there's been, trailers for anthology movies before. I don't know. You kind of just got to mix it up.
Maybe.
You need to market it first as the anthology, and then people will kind of figure it out. So another piece of horror news came out this week. The Invisible Man is going to get rebooted. And it's going to reboot the.
See, that's where I'm looking at your notes here, and what you must have read and what I must have read have been 2 different things.
Why is that?
Not the cool part. The cool part's accurate.
Yeah.
The cool part is that we're going to get The Invisible Man by Leigh Whannell, which, if those who don't know, is half the co-creator of the Saw movies, Insidious, The Conjuring.
No, he didn't do The Conjuring.
He was in them though.
He was in them.
Oh, but that was all James?
That was all James.
That was all James?
Yep.
Well, tell James he needs to share the wealth.
You need to share it.
But,
wait. Was he in The Conjuring?
Mm-hmm. I looked him up one day.
Weird.
He's like in freaking everything.
Yeah, that's true. Last year he came out with the fantastic sci-fi film.
RoboCop 2.0.
Yes. Upgrade. The official RoboCop reboot, right?
Yeah. Well, the unofficial should be the official reboot of RoboCop. No, I heard about this and I'm super stoked. I'm glad that Leigh Whannell is really starting to get the recognition that James has been getting. I don't know if it's just because since Saw, when they brought that franchise to Lionsgate, it was Lee was writer / producer, actor, and James was director, producer kind of thing. So it's like James has gone to be known for all of his directing and stuff like that, and it's like, hey, his partner over there is pretty badass too, and I'm glad the fact that he's starting to get that recognition. Upgrade, now this, and I think he's just going to keep on going.
Oh yeah, I mean this is going to be Universal's 3rd attempt at their monster universe.
This is the part where I read it differently.
Okay.
The part that I read was that Universal has finally figured out they need to shut that shit off. So basically what the Invisible Man would be
it's just the
straight up basically standalone. There might be like maybe an Easter egg or 2 to show that, all these monsters are kind of in the same kind of arena.
Yeah.
But it's going to be more a la Aquaman and Wonder Woman to the DCEU, where they're in this universe, but they're standalone.
Yeah.
So
I am totally fine with that.
I am too, because obviously the first 2, the Dracula Untold and the Mummy, obviously did not pan out for them.
No.
Universal, I think, is trying way too hard to bring these classics back to life.
Here's the thing. I think, yes, like you said, it needs to be the standalone stories. I don't think you ever need to cross them over, really.
No,
I like the more the teasing, like Dracula's in this universe as well, but you don't ever need to see him in a Mummy movie or Invisible Man popping up in Wolfman or something like that. You don't need any of that.
Yeah, you do it kind of, MCU style in that you throw an Easter egg here and there and kind of thing where, better yet, Black Mirror kind of thing, where, you know, there's things littered throughout. You know, there's a telecast on the TV in the background talking about a murder. It would look like a dog kind of thing, so you assume the Wolf Man kind of thing.
Yep.
But outside of that, no, leave that shit alone.
No, we don't need. The only way you're gonna do it right is if you do a reboot of Monster Squad. That's it.
You just want a new Monster Squad.
I do want a new Monster Squad. Underrated movie.
Oh, completely underrated.
Goonies versus the Universal Monsters. That's how you do it. Leigh Whannell is also attached to another project from the 80s.
He can't do that anymore. No, see, he's done. He's got to go.
He just has to go do Invisible Man. He can't do this next one.
No.
No.
Actually, I'm completely okay with this too.
Yeah. He is attached to write and possibly direct Escape from New York.
So, okay, I'm okay with this, but I'm not okay with this because I'm as much as I do enjoy a lot of these movies that have been coming out, the fact that Hollywood is like, well, we just need to remake everything. We need to reboot everything. We need to do this. It's just like, do you have to?
That's true. This is one of those, like you said, do you have to? But I think if they are, this is the guy.
Oh, yeah. I think for the amount of action, everything that he put into Upgrade, I think would translate very well to Escape from New York.
Upgrade is a very 80s style horror sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And yes, that would translate perfectly to an Escape from New York.
Now.
But the only thing is, I think I know where you're going.
What?
Who the hell is going to play Snake Plissken?
Oh, that's not where I was going.
Oh.
I was going to say is I don't care who's currently right now. I don't care who's playing Snake Plissken as long as Kurt Russell is somehow involved with this movie.
I think somehow you need to bring Kurt Russell in cameo, maybe something like that.
Make him the president
and Carpenter to do the score.
Make Kurt Russell be the president he has to save.
That'd be all right. That'd be pretty cool.
Bring back his ego beard and everything. His Christopher or Saint Nick beard.
Yeah.
He just needs to be the old man again. Heck yeah.
Yeah, maybe they could even go full up. I don't know. Maybe they can't do a sequel. No, that wouldn't make any sense.
But they did
After
to the first
Escape
one.
from Los Angeles, though.
No, just don't do it. Just don't.
Just retcon that one. Escape from New York.
If you're rebooting it, technically you're retconning everything.
Yeah.
So then that's the next one. They reboot Escape from L.A. and then make it good.
Okay.
They don't make Peter Fonda, surfing a tsunami down Hollywood Boulevard.
What's wrong with that?
It was hilarious, but that's not why I watched the movie.
No.
I wasn't watching it to see how funny it was.
So speaking of 80s action, we got the first trailer for Hobbs and Shaw.
How's that 80s action?
Because it's over the top and awesome.
You're not wrong.
Yes.
There's everything.
How are they not 80s action? Old school 80s action stars.
Okay, so for the good chunk of the Super Bowl that I watched, they did have a Hobbs and Shaw trailer, and I was very upset because it was not the one that's on the internet.
Okay.
I mean, of course they have to cut it down for time.
Yep.
I get that. But like some of the stuff that they put in the trailer that's online they should have kept for the trailer for Super Bowl, because I think people would have been more engaged. Just the chemistry of these two just was not shown very well during the Super Bowl.
No. I'm guessing they didn't have the face-off scene where they're pointing at each other in it.
Well, the little bit of that scene is in there, but when they call each other asshole, that's cut out. They're falling down
That should have just been the whole trailer. It's just like from that scene on, The Rock's going down and Statham's going down the elevator.
Yeah, so there's the elevator part, but the part where, The Rock comes swinging by and he hits the thing or whatever, yeah, you don't see him mouthing anything. He's just got this pissed off look. And I'm like, it was right there.
Probably can't have a mouth fuck you on the Super Bowl ad.
You know what? It's still going to be PG-13 as long as he doesn't utter the words.
Yeah, that's true.
One
of them's saying fucking it, though.
Oh, of course.
I don't know who's going to get it.
They get their one fuck, so that they're going to use it.
Yep.
Because that they're going to try to maybe do an extended cut. And you'd be like, oh, now the F-bombs are going to fly a little bit.
So this is the first spin-off in the Fast and Furious franchise. And
the question is whether it will be the first and only spin-off. Because
I don't think no. This movie's going to make a ton of money.
oh, I hope so. I do. I really do hope so.
And no, I don't think it'll be the last that we see of this. The only thing maybe I have not really a problem with, but maybe a little qualm with.
You're not allowed qualms.
I'm not allowed qualms.
You're not
Zero
allowed qualms.
allowed. Is that all of a sudden we're supposed to like Jason Statham? He's the guy that killed Han.
This is true.
Like, that's the only thing you gotta kind of get over. It's a tough hurdle, but I think just by Jason Statham being Jason Statham, you can get over that pretty easily.
Well, and I think at least I appreciate the way that they're spinning it in both the Fast and the Furious movies as well as now this. Is it's not a matter of Hobbs wants to work with Shaw. He's basically being required to work with Shaw. You know, that they're kind of using the same tactic in this that they did in Fate of the Furious, in that they're looking for the two people in the world that could locate Dom, because he was basically unfindable, and like the only two people who have ever been able to do it were those two. I think they're rehashing that.
Yeah.
But just it's a different, it's not Mr. Nobody this time.
No, they have to go after bulletproof Idris Elba.
They should have brought Kurt Russell in to play Mr. Nobody to have them go get Idris Elba.
The blonde chick from the trailer, she's in Fate of the Furious, right?
I didn't recognize her.
Maybe I'm thinking of her from something else. I think she was in Mission Impossible in Fallout. But I cannot remember if she was in Fate of the Furious. I'll let you look that up. But the only thing I want to bring up as well in this is that, yes, Jason Statham and The Rock are basically superheroes. Idris Elba, as I said, is bulletproof, literally. And this,
Fallout.
Yeah?
Fallout.
Okay. That's where I recognized her from. But this franchise started off as a bunch of guys in cool cars stealing DVD players.
You just can't get past that, can you?
I can, because this is what an action franchise should be. This right here.
Yeah, anybody who ever.
But I think it's hilarious that it started off with guys racing cars and stealing DVD players.
Well, and I've always been a huge. I've seen every single one of these movies in the theater. I'm a huge fan of this franchise. Everybody that's like, they're just stupid. There's no substance and whatnot. You're right. They are popcorn movies. That's what they're meant to be. If they're going to get any sort of an award for anything, it's going to be like an MTV award for like best fight, or best on-screen duo, that kind of thing.
Best on-screen kiss.
Which
Jason Statham and The Rock.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Because I know that Paul Walker and Vin both got awards, and even Paul got one post his death. So, no, that's why you go to these movies. That's why they make $1 billion overseas.
You know why I am glad seeing this trailer and how over the top it is? Because it further proves they are going to go to space at some point. And I want that.
Before Hobbs and Shaw goes to space, Machete needs to go to space.
Maybe that's your crossover. I don't know.
I don't think.
Tell me you wouldn't want to see Danny Trejo in a Fast and the Furious movie. It only makes sense. It would only make sense.
Only if we get Robert Rodriguez to direct. But there's a problem with that.
That'd be a pretty cool movie.
It's not that the problem with that is that would have to be a spin-off, because Justin Lin is signed on for 9 and 10.
Yes, set up Danny Trejo in Hobbs and Shaw, or in the next Fast and the Furious.
He just shows up with the machete.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Machete.
Machete.
And then we get Machete 3 in space, and it connects to the entire Fast and the Furious franchise. Boom. Go picture.
Go picture.
Something that is getting go picture that I didn't think we were going to get, at least for a little while.
What's that?
The Funko Movie.
Oh, please. Looking at how many Funkos you and I both own at any one given time.
This is true.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
I think they are hitting it at the right time, unlike like Angry Birds or...
Oh, my God.
5 years too late with that one.
I think you're giving them too much credit.
I'll give it, yeah, probably 10 years too late on those.
Yeah, a little bit.
But the Funko Movie is actually going to happen. Animated, I think maybe a little live action in it. I don't know.
Gonna be like the Lego movie where the live action's at the very end. You realize it's just some kid's imagination.
Yes, I love that ending so much.
The only thing, you like Will Ferrell.
I love Will Ferrell.
You're weird.
No. The only thing we kind of really know about this Funko movie is the characters that will be involved.
Excuse me.
Some of them include Deadpool, Wonder Woman, Hellboy, the Care Bears, Hello Kitty, Darth Vader, and My Little Pony.
And where did you find this at?
Online somewhere. Because whatever you read on the internet is true.
I think you're on crack.
A little bit. But I think this only sets up perfect jokes for Deadpool, having him in a movie with Hello Kitty, My Little Pony, and the Care Bears.
It's only okay if Ryan Reynolds comes back to reprise his role as Deadpool in the Funko movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Otherwise, you have him in there for like 2 seconds, have him decapitate himself, and then he's not in there anymore. Like, no words.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I think this could be a movie where you do bring back just the voice talent, like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, James Earl Jones as Darth Vader, Ron Perlman as Hellboy.
Where's the Gal Gadot part?
Wonder Woman.
For what?
She's in the movie. She should voice her.
Oh, I thought you were saying... Because I thought I was a little confused there, because if you look at the voice acting for Lego Movie 2, Wonder Woman is not Gal Gadot. Jason Momoa plays Aquaman, but Gal Gadot does not play Wonder Woman. No. That goes to Kobe Smolder.
Yeah, I think... Well, she would have been a good Wonder Woman.
She's just good in general.
Yeah, she is. How I Met Your Mother. Check it out.
Funko Edition?
Funko Edition. How have they not made Funkos of How I Met Your Mother yet?
Oh my god, dude, I would have all of them.
They have like 2 series of Friends ones. Why don't you have any How I Met Your Mother? Get on that, Funko.
Funko, get on that. I want my How I Met Your Mother. Get with CBS and get that shit done.
All right, let us know in the comments below what character you want to see in the Funko movie, and what Funko Pops do you collect?
Ooh,
maybe we collect lots.
Maybe a good horror villain.
Ooh, like Michael Myers. Ooh, or Pennywise. I'm looking at all mine. Mine are mostly horror movie characters.
I was actually just thinking of my Child's Play one.
Yeah, Chuck with no legs.
Chuck with no legs and knife in hand.
Yeah. So we can hopefully expect that Funko movie here in the next couple years, but that's going to lead us into our main topic of today, animation. Do you like animation, Brian?
I like animation.
And for that, we're going to bring in our special guest for this show, Kayla.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up?
You like animation?
Nope.
Okay, goodbye. No, Kayla will be kind of our anime expert here on Backlot 605.
Yeah, because I have none. Well, okay, I have some.
I have like 2, so.
Like mediocre expert, not.
Yeah, that's all right.
My expertise,
compared to us, yes.
My expertise in anime is I have Akira. That's the only one I own.
I've seen 5 episodes of One Punch Man.
What the fuck?
One Punch Man, great television show. Check it out.
It's hilarious.
They're really fun. It's on Netflix.
Have you seen it?
No.
No?
You should watch it.
You would probably enjoy it.
It's like a superhero anime.
Like, he doesn't realize he's got superpowers, and all of a sudden he has superpowers, and like...
He's really bored with it.
Yeah.
Like, he'll literally one punch and he'll take
he's
out
just
the bad guy.
Like...
Oh, wow.
Very mundane.
Very mundane.
Yeah. Really funny.
Makes me want to go watch Misfits again, though.
We brought up that a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Misfits is amazing. Well, yeah, it's probably because we were talking about Mortal Engines.
Yep. So, yeah, check out Misfits and One Punch Man.
Ooh, actually, hold on.
Hold on.
No, just keep going. You keep
so,
talking.
for this, we're going to kind of bring up just overall some of our favorite animated movies, stop motion animation, anime movies, anything within the medium. So, who wants to kick it off with one of their favorites?
Ooh. Should we go stop motion first?
Sure.
Go for it.
I know which one you want to talk about.
The classic Nightmare Before Christmas.
Kayla's favorite movie.
Not just favorite obsession.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like it.
None of you guys can see, but there's a major collection of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep. So why is this your...
Is it a Halloween
go-to?
movie or a Christmas movie?
It's a Halloween movie.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
And the reason for that is that he tries to take over Christmas because he's bored of his holiday, but he comes to realize he really likes his holiday. And by the end of the movie, he realizes what he has and appreciates it.
Okay.
It's a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Yep. You know what? Thanksgiving.
Yep.
It's Thanksgiving because it's right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
It's ready.
Thanksgiving doesn't have enough movies, so give it Nightmare Before Christmas.
Thanksgiving doesn't get the credit it deserves
It has like 2,
anymore.
It gets like 2 movies.
If we want
Thanksgiving
discuss-
and...
No.
I'm
the one you watched.
No, I'm still waiting for the Eli Roth Thanksgiving movie to come out.
Oh yeah, I would love to watch that.
I mean, if we can get Machete, we can get Thanksgiving by Eli Roth.
Oh, I would absolutely love that.
Yes,
Even more than Machete in Space.
Machete in Space.
Thanksgiving.
So
Anyway, let's Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah, let's
Brian,
do
you've
this.
seen this?
Huh?
You've seen this?
No, I actually have not.
Wow.
There's
I just
There's-
died inside.
the,
Oh my god.
she's like, I just died a little bit on the inside.
Crying.
I'm crying.
Granted, I only had watched it for the first time within the last year. Yeah.
I don't feel so bad then.
I enjoy it a lot. It's stop motion animation. It's a little hard to get used to, kind of like watching anime for the first time. But I think what sets this movie apart from a lot of the
Tim Burton.
Yeah, the Tim Burton. It's the setting with the Halloween and the Christmas, the music, everything just kind of flows together perfectly.
So you'll take this over the Corpse Bride.
Yes and no. Just because they're two different things.
So Corpse Bride.
She's like,
Or Fred.
the Corpse Bride has Johnny Depp.
Well, that and one's Disney, one's not.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell Kayla that she needs to eat her mic?
Yes.
Yes, eat the mic.
There you go. Right there.
Yes.
There you go. He's got to be right in there. Right in there.
But yeah, Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas are two different things.
I can understand that.
But I enjoy Corpse Bride a lot.
You know, it's just... God, where did I go with that last time when we talked about that before? Because I was very adamant that it was not a Christmas movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember also...
I think it was more because it takes place after Halloween.
Oh,
Because the beginning is the ending of Halloween.
Yeah, I think that's when we were talking about Christmas movies.
Probably.
You're like, it's a Christmas movie.
Go
I'm like,
check out that episode of our podcast.
that bitch ain't a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So at least she agrees with me.
It's fine for both.
No.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're prepping for the next Halloween.
Yeah, that's why it's a Thanksgiving. Anyway, let's move on to another animated movie. Anyone want to throw one out?
I'm going to go, just because we were talking about just briefly here off the air, is I want to go with Americantale. I'm going to go old school somewhere out there. You're going to have that song stuck in your head.
The clip's just rolling through my mind.
Heck yeah.
Both. I love the first two American Tales.
Oh yeah, that's all you need.
Yep.
That's one of those ones. It's like The Land Before Time. Mm-hmm. You know, they still fucking make those goddamn movies, but you could have stopped decades ago.
There's like 20 of those now or something.
There's
so many.
No, they just need to be done. I don't even know how they're even making money off these things anymore.
It's because the little kids like them.
But that's just it. The kids who are supposedly buying these are damn near getting to the point where they're the grandkids of the people who grew up with this shit.
Dinosaurs.
I loved that movie.
Oh, I wasn't ready, but yes. Okay,
I'm
Dinosaurs, the Disney movie
Yes,
Dinosaurs.
The,
Okay.
legit Dinosaurs
like-
movie.
But I'm saying that's why people still buy The Land Before Time. Dinosaurs. Kids still like dinosaurs.
Everybody likes Littlefoot.
They like the
I
dinosaurs.
like Ducky.
Because I remember even going to Pizza Hut when Pizza Hut was still good. And, like, they had, like, the toys there. And they actually had the Land Before Time little rubber, like, hand puppets for the characters. And,
It was like your favorite thing to get at Pizza Hut.
dude, I was like 9.
I was gonna say the Dinosaurs movie.
No, The
that
Land
you
Before
brought
Time.
up had the same things though.
At McDonald's.
Yup.
It's in McDonald's.
I used to
Yep.
have those. It was a hand puppet.
So as soon as you said that, that popped in my mind. Like I remember that the little.
The Disney was stealing from The Land Before Time.
Yup.
Okay, segue just for a split second here, but for the sake of Pizza Hut, you've watched Back to the Future too, right?
Yep.
Well, Pizza Hut had a you see them in like the movie and stuff like that, right? So they had their whole fucking whatever, right? They had the goofy ass sunglasses that you got as toys at Pizza Hut. So you'd have the weird ass freaking like 80s like retro freaking future sunglass things with the little like lids on the top of them and whatnot. I'm like, I want those again.
Those are pretty cool.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why doesn't Pizza give out more toys?
Nobody gives out any good toys anymore.
No.
Once you have kids, you will realize that. Like, my kids have to go to Burger King all this fucking time. Fucking Burger King toys suck ass.
I still go to McDonald's and look at the toys to see if I want a toy or not.
That means I'd have to walk into McDonald's. I boycott McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'll
We hate
walk in
McDonald's
and
on the podcast.
Sorry, Brie.
It's a thing.
Boycott McDonald's.
Yeah, that we hate McDonald's.
That we hate McDonald's. Our producer absolutely loves McDonald's, so we like to give her shit because we hate McDonald's.
Guess what I had for supper?
I was just gonna mention that.
McDonald's.
You dick, you traitor.
Leftover heated up.
Leftover
Oh,
McDonald's with Chick-fil-A French fries.
I don't know even something but worse. Having McDonald's or having leftover reheated McDonald's.
You'll have to hear the story about that one too.
With Chick-fil-A French fries.
Where the fuck is our Chick-fil-A?
In Sioux City. Trying to think of a movie we should bring up. It's going to connect to Chick-fil-A or McDonald's.
So we did stop motion. Now we can actually go to anime. Believe it or not, Casey watched anime.
I did watch some anime.
This is homework. He had to watch. Would you watch Ponyo, Spirited Away?
I didn't watch Ponyo yet. I watched Spirited Away. I failed at homework.
No.
I kind of have many, many decades of anime to catch up on for homework.
So,
Yeah.
if for the sake of movies, you technically have every genre
To catch up on.
to catch up on.
That is true. It's my goal in life to watch every movie.
For every movie that you've seen, there's probably 6 you still need to see.
Yep.
And even I will admit to that.
Isn't that the scary thing about life? You'll never be able to watch everything you've wanted to watch.
How about you preface that with say you will never have enough time to do everything you want to do?
This is a very dark episode of Plot 605.
It
Very
is-
therapeutic.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, Kayla, what are some of your favorite anime movies?
Well, Ponyo, which you haven't seen, is one of my favorites.
Are you a big fan of that? Just that director, I'm assuming,
Um,
like Spirited Away and Ponyo and all of them.
the
Hayao
Studio Ghibli.
Miyazaki.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
I have a buddy of mine that whenever they have them like at the theater and whatnot, he'll go to them as soon as they come out on Blu-ray. They're in his collection. You and him would get along great.
I have actually yet to see an anime movie in theaters.
Well, they had a whole Fathom events thing for him, and you missed every single one of those.
It's called being an adult and having to work.
Boo.
New shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, I missed all of them. I was very
So why is Ponyo one of your favorites?
the animation to it. Yeah.
You
It's
yeah.
like,
I was gonna say you got to work with us here
yeah. Okay.
for being the naive
Both-
ones over here.
Yeah, neither one of you guys have seen it. So if you look at Ponyo, you're gonna hate me for saying this. Both of you guys will. And then you compare it to Avatar. You take Avatar and the futuristic kind of way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Not the bad Avatar, not the blue.
Yes,
people
the
Avatar.
blue Avatar, James
Yeah.
Cameron Avatar.
Not the,
The-
other one
not
with
Airbender.
Aang and
No, I was gonna say the James Cameron, not the M Night Shyamalan.
yeah. So if you compare the two, they both have the fantasy and futuristic kind of, but it's not futuristic because it takes place on a tiny little island where they're kind of secluded and there's the shipping docks and it deals with a lot of nature. So I don't want to give away anything, so I want
So
you
kind
to
of like
watch it.
Avatar.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Dude, I basically told people that they died at the end of Glass in this thing, so don't feel bad at
Yeah,
all.
he spoiled Glass.
Oh,
pretty
and on top of that, that's a new movie still in the theaters. You're talking about a movie that's been out for quite some time, and if they're mad that we spoiled it, they should have watched it 6 years ago.
So if you haven't
Yes.
watched Ponyo, please go watch Ponyo before Kayla spoils it.
Please hit pause.
So Ponyo, she starts off as a little goldfish, and then her father's a wizard kind of. Her mom is supposed to be Mother Nature, so she escapes out of this so she lives an underwater asylum kind of thing, and she escapes out of it with the help of her millions of sisters, and they're itty bitty tiny little minnows. And they break out and help her, and they turn into giant fish. Just the artwork of it is really impressive.
And people think us Americans are weird.
Yeah. Animes are weird.
Yeah, they can be.
Well, okay, so I just watched Spirited Away for the first time, and no, that movie is very strange. It's almost as many movies as I've seen, like Western culture movies like ours. It's hard to watch anime movies for the first time at the age I'm at.
Spirited Away.
You have to get used to it. It's something, you gotta kind of adapt to and figure out the way they tell stories and use visuals to tell them, because it's very different from American movies.
Things are not as they seem.
No, Spirited Away, it's I don't know what it kind of is about anime, but the story isn't really always, first act, second act, third act in animes. It's just a lot of different things. Not the traditional story.
It's one act.
Yes.
Anime makes you think. Like, you actually have to think about what's happening.
Happening.
You can't, look away and come back.
So it's like a Tarantino movie.
A little bit.
It's literally there for entertainment, for you to be, unlike us, we are, always on our phones and stuff like that. So when you watch this movie, you can't be on your phone.
It's the opposite of a Fast and the Furious movie.
Yes.
But Spirited Away, I think Brian would enjoy, because for me it reminded me of an animated version of The Wizard of Oz.
I thought it reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, Disney's Alice in Wonderland, the kooky, crazy characters and stuff.
It's kind of
that.
a combination between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me it was a lot like Wizard of Oz, with the story of the girl going to a different world and trying to adapt to that and making friends along the way, and trying to figure out how to get back home out of it. So for me, I enjoyed it a lot. It's kind of like you said, Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, and some horror in there as well.
And going off of the Alice in Wonderland and the beginning of Spirited Away, the way it starts off was by eating their food. You can't eat their food, because if you eat their food, you become their prisoner. Then that's how her family. I don't want to say much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, you can say what happens to her
so
family.
That's
Her
how
parents
family got taken and held captive. And,
feast and become pigs.
Literally pigs. They turn into pigs because they were pigging out on the food that was not theirs.
Boy, and people think I watch some weird shit.
Yeah, it's weird.
But yeah, so then it goes from them eating to she's trying to rescue her parents, and she can't figure out what's going on, and she gets prompted what to do and stuff like that, and then she goes through the town and has to experience life in this realm, but she cannot be noticed by any of the people here because she's in I keep saying she's in a spirit realm.
Very coming of age story for it.
Yeah.
Some other animes that I've actually seen, so I can actually bring some of these up. Some recent ones, Lou Over the Wall, and The Night of Short Walk on Girl. We watched those at this last year's SuperCon. I thought Lou Over the Wall was kind of like a fun little kids. It's about a group of teenagers trying to start a band, and they figure out this mermaid is their perfect lead singer for it.
How does a mermaid become a lead singer? Do they just put the fishbowl in the front of the stage?
No, she's on land.
A siren.
That's why I said fishbowl, dumbass.
Call,
Yeah.
That's what she is, a siren. Her siren's call. The music enchants people, and
Yeah. It's a fun movie to watch. And then The Night of Short Walk on Girl is a little bit more of an adult anime movie. Deals with a girl going around town drinking, everyone under the bar.
it's kind of confusing.
A little bit. It definitely is an anime movie.
It's hard to follow.
So, considering recent anime movies, what is your thoughts on the fact that Dragon Ball Z actually was pulling in some pretty decent money for this last week before it started tapering off? Before that, it was just a limited run.
Yeah. It shows how popular these damn movies are. For you and I, we probably don't realize how popular this stuff is because we're more focused on live action storytelling and haven't really jumped into anime at all.
Well, I have a buddy of mine that I work with that is huge into Dragon Ball, and when the last Dragon Ball movie came out, it was literally your typical Fathom event, couple showings one day, no big deal, right? And that first week, he's like, "There's 9 showings for this on the day it opened. That's weird." And then we realized, oh, they kept on going. Mm-hmm. And then he annihilated us in Fantasy League because of that fucking movie.
I'm sure he went to those, right?
Yes, he went to Broly.
Was his theater sold out or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
all sold out.
Yeah. When those happen, it's like a Marvel movie.
It's
They
weird.
sell them out.
Dragon Ball Z has like a major following.
Yeah, definitely.
Major.
Maybe we can segue this one into anime adaptations.
Hold on, wait. I want to at least bring up.
Okay, bring up another one.
For my inability to watch anime.
Okay.
And it's. I don't think I've invested enough time into watching some of these, and that's probably why I don't have the eclectic vision as some other people do in this genre. My problem is that when I think, the first thing I think of anime is my brain immediately goes to stuff like Dragon Ball, where it's 19,000 seasons of the same fight for 4 episodes, kind of bullshit. So my brain immediately goes, nope.
Yep.
I'm more of, it needs to be like if I was going to do something, to be like the movies and stuff like that, where it needs to be, just give me my 2 hours.
A contained story.
Yep. Because for me, the one and only one, and I'm proud to own it, and I've owned it for fucking a long time, is Ikara, depending on whoever pronounces it, because that movie is fucking awesome.
That is American Akira.
Akira, yes, Ikara. Is because the way I see that movie is that is a Japanese spaghetti western. That is them looking at us going, I'm going to make an American movie. And if I was going to do an American movie, this is what it would be if it was an anime.
Have you ever watched Akira?
Nope.
Neither have I. So I'll definitely add it to the list.
Yes.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that we're talking anime movies. I'm the short end of the stick over here, and I'm going, I've seen one y'all haven't? Yeah. Holy shit.
Give them a round of applause.
Yay!
So,
you need to key in like
yay. No, I think you guys did it all right.
No, like the Price is Right, like everybody's just splice that in.
Yay, Brian.
Yay, Brian.
So, live action ones, because we Americans like to destroy everything that other cultures create.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ghost in the Shell.
That
what
was
else?
on the tip of
Death
my tongue.
Note.
Literally was gonna mention that.
Everybody gives so much crap about that movie, but when you have the creator say, "Y'all have to let it go," then I'm less unhappy about it.
I can't remember. Did I? Yeah, I did watch the Death Note original anime after I had watched the shitty movie.
Wait, you didn't like Willem Dafoe with the creepy ass makeup?
He's the only good part in that movie. Oh, that movie's rough to watch.
Okay.
This is before I had ever watched the anime or really knew what it was about, this one is totally up my alley. Yeah. It's a slasher anime.
So, another guy that I work with is a huge into Japanese and foreign like action movies and stuff like that. But he's like, dude, Death Note, there's going to be on Netflix. Comes out, he goes, that was the stupidest fucking thing I saw.
Oh, it's bad. It's like a CW version of what Death Note is.
The only good part of that was I think
that they renewed it for they're making another one.
Yeah, they're making a sequel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I was gonna say, what's his name, Ryuk.
Yeah.
Like he was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he was the best part of that. Like the best part of that entire movie was him.
Well, because my understanding is they really fucked with the main character.
Yeah, they did, big time. And like I've read the manga and I've seen the anime, so then when I went to watch the live movie. Action, I was like, oh, this is sad.
So what's the difference between them for people that don't know?
Like manga, anime.
Yeah, what was like? How did they fuck up the main character
in the live action?
In the live action.
Okay, well, the live action one, the main character, he's supposed to be more like a quiet guy and like doesn't really stand out, and the way that he got the book wasn't even like how he was supposed to get the book. And on top of that, they left out like not even going off the main character, they left out a lot of important details for that movie. Like there's, I can't remember her name, but they have the one like main chick that's, I can't even remember his name either, the main character, he's like associated with her, I guess.
It was that important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so upset by this movie. I just forgot all your names.
I'm mediocre expert because I can't remember names for the life of me. But the way they made the main character was not how he was supposed to be portrayed. Like, he's supposed to be, like, one of the kids that just hides in the shadow and, like, super smart, like, intelligent guy, like, stays up studying all night, and when he gets the death note, the way he eliminates his people is he watches the news to find out who's the biggest and baddest guy, and will eliminate him.
Light is his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then L, who's hunting Light down because he doesn't understand the death note and why these people are just vanishing. So.
Yeah. I was not impressed with that movie.
He's dark.
Yeah.
Light and dark.
Light and dark. This is done by one of my favorite horror directors right now, Adam Wingard, who did You're Next, The Guest, a couple segments in the VHS movies. And, yeah, he pooped the bed for this one.
Pooping his
Big time.
Pooped the bed.
No. Every time I hear anything remotely like that, I always think of the movie Surf's Up. Just the little penguin.
Yeah.
Pooping his hand, pooping his hand.
Anyway, what are some other bad?
Cracks me up.
What are some other bad anime adaptations?
I gotta say one thing on Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem that people were saying about that movie, or the one I could understand, was they claim it was whitewashed.
Yeah, because of Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian chick.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, like.
Well, and that's where, like, when I heard that the creator or whoever, one of the main people behind it's like, y'all just need to settle down.
Yeah, like, it's dumb. Like, Ghost in the Shell, they, like, nailed most of it.
Yeah.
Just the way the movie was. Like, whoop-de-doo, her race. Like, I'm sorry that's not a big deal to me.
Well, that and I think the way he was talking about it is her race is never really defined.
Yeah, no,
you
it's
just
not.
you just assume that, well, she must be Asian because it's an anime.
Yeah, although her name is, I can't even pronounce it. But I'm like,
Yeah, but
they don't really give a location. They just give, like, times and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And so everybody's rampage on that movie, I thought it was pretty bad. Because I saw it in theaters. And my sister and I are big fans of Ghost in the Shell. So we both saw it. And yeah, the whitewash thing was, like, the only thing that I could really be like, okay, like, whatever.
Yeah, but you got to sell this movie to people who don't know what the heck Ghost in the Shell is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
then
you're
it's the
using
same,
you're
like-
using a face that you know.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, people know.
Oh, Black Widow's in this new action movie? I'm going to go watch it.
Hey, you know what? For the fact that it's a Latin, drug lord movie and whatnot, you probably would have made more than $10 million if you put a ScarJo in Miss Bala.
That's true.
And that's even after everybody's bitching about the fact that they would have put the white chick in there.
I've never watched Ghost in the Shell. I should probably check it out.
Yes.
I'm kind of an anime virgin, as we've talked about.
That's on my list of, hey, that's a digital movie that I own. I really should get back and watch.
Watch it. One of the worst, if not the worst, anime adaptations. Dragon Ball Evolution.
I haven't seen it.
It's,
Never jumped on the Dragon Ball.
I've only ever watched a
bandwagon.
few episodes as a kid of Dragon Ball, and I never
Wait,
got into it really.
You just said this is like the worst of the adaptations. Now, is this going to the fact that we also have M. Night doing an Airbender?
But Avatar's not an anime.
How's
Avatar
It's
is an animated
Nickelodeon.
TV show
Yeah.
It's
from Nickelodeon.
It's still semi-basis of.
Oh, it's worse than that. Dragon Ball Evolution literally couldn't make itself to even be an hour and a half long. It's only 80 minutes long. It's terribly acted, terrible special effects. At least Avatar had some pretty decent special effects, but Dragon Ball Evolution has just the most god-awful special effects.
It's because you had a white dude.
And you had a white dude talk about whitewashing when Goku is actually Asian, so kind of weird that you'd make him a white guy.
I'm pretty sure that's one you forced me to watch.
What?
That movie.
Dragon Ball Evolution?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's
and
really
I thought
bad.
it was like a spoof movie.
It does. It looks like
That's
that.
how bad it was. It was I literally thought it was a spoof.
It looks like it was made, like someone's fan version of Dragon Ball. That's how bad it all looks.
Isn't that the kid from The Forgotten?
Maybe. Piccolo looks like he's wearing a Halloween store mask, and
He probably was. I mean,
probably.
They thought maybe, hey, if Michael Myers can pull it off with William Shatner mask, maybe we can.
They didn't. Yeah, it's bad. Don't watch it. Dragon Ball fans already know that.
Isn't there a movie based off of like one of those Japanese fighting games?
Like what? Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's what I
There's
thought
like
it was.
3 of those.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Now
Curious.
That's a video game adaptation.
That is one that I want to come to fruition.
James Wan?
James Wan's supposed to be working on a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yep.
And again, going back to Boss Logic, I would hands down every single person that he's made into a piece of artwork, cast them. Chris Pratt as Johnny Cage. He had Terry Crews as Jax.
I would pull in John Cena as Johnny Cage.
He has him as Stryker.
I don't want him as Johnny Cage.
Doug Jones, the guy from Shape in the Water, as Reptile.
Yep.
Mads Mikkelsen as Smoke. He's spot on. Like most of his, he started doing it when Ronda Rousey got cast as Sonya Blade.
Yep.
Which it actually looked pretty good. Actually. Anyway, sorry, off topic.
What were we talking about? Dragon Ball Evolution. Woof. Any other anime adaptations you want to talk about? Brian wants to talk about Speed Racer. I know that.
Speed Racer.
Yeah. Do you like the Speed Racer, Brian?
I didn't think it was as bad as everybody made it out to be, because of, that's just how the Wachowskis, or however pronounce their damn last name, the collective that they are.
You got it.
They're always over the top. They've never been. They're like the big budget indie guys, like way big budget indie guys. But they've always been to the point where it's like
they're the indie sci-fi people.
Yeah, because with like for the sake of Jupiter Ascending and Cloud Atlas and the freaking Matrix trilogies and everything like that. This, to me, like if you were gonna literally translate Speed Racer from the cartoon to a movie, that's how that shit's gonna look like.
That was it.
That's exactly what it was. There was no question. So, I enjoyed it for that. I mean, there was some issues with maybe scripting and stuff like that. But, again, look at its source material.
And the Wachowskis have only made, one great movie? The Matrix?
I don't know. I actually enjoyed all 3 of the Matrix. And actually, the Animatrix stuff that they produced and actually had the anime directors and producers actually come on board to make individual vignettes. That was amazing. I take that back. Okay, I refresh. I reframe. I have 2 animes in my collection: the Animatrix and Akira.
I was gonna say, I hope you bring up Animatrix then.
No, actually, I really enjoy that one. Actually, just all the little short stories that are in there.
Have you seen Speed Racer?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I've seen parts of it. Didn't really ever interest me too much.
I think one of the things I think some people maybe had a little bit of a hard time with is, like Emil Hirsch as the Speed Racer was a little weird, but he was also riding off of quite a few movies right at that time, because that was just after, like, he did Girl Next Door. He was getting what the hell is that name of the movie? The Wild movie, the biopic that he did.
The what?
The Wild, what the hell is it called? The biopic that he did.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Where the wild things are?
No.
I was gonna say,
Into the Wild.
Oh.
The one where he is, he goes up to, I forget where, he basically goes off the reservation for a little bit and whatnot. But it's based on an actual true story about a guy that ended up going wherever and dying from whatever. How do
I don't know.
let's see, here we go. After graduating from Emory University, top student and athlete, abandons his possessions, gives his entire $24,000 savings to charity, and hitchhikes to Alaska to live in the wilderness. Along the way, Christopher encounters a series of characters that shape his life. And this is actually based on an actual person. So, sorry. No, I never divert at all.
Never.
No, because he did that just before he did Speed Racer.
Yeah.
And he was getting huge acclaim for that movie. And then he followed it up with Speed Racer, and everybody's like, "This is a fucking shitty movie."
Speed Racer.
Oh, even better yet, how do you go from going from Girl Next Door to Into the Wild to doing Speed Racer and Milk in the same year?
To do your big budget movie and then your smaller movie.
Well, Milk would definitely be the indie-ish movie.
So anime adaptations, they don't really work. No. Nope.
I think they would work if they would give them the right people. Like, I think we're starting to see a trend in Hollywood where you're starting to give the right projects to the right people. Like, you gave the Flight of the Conchords guy. You gave Taika Waititi Thor.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving these people free reign, like
The Community, Arrested Development guys, Avengers.
yeah, you gave freaking the horror guy Aquaman. You know, I mean, I think if Hollywood continues down the trend of thinking outside of the box with their horror, you know, again, look at the movie Us coming out, and you look at Jordan Peele, and you're like, how these things don't belong, which he did actually. Jordan Peele had a promo for the Twilight Zone during the Super Bowl.
Oh, I need to go watch that then.
I agree. I do
Even
too.
though
It's literally
it's
him.
going to make me want to get the stupid CBS All Access app just to watch the fucking
That's
Twilight
the part
Zone.
that pissed me off the most. That's the part that pissed me off. Is all of a sudden it's like, coming soon on CBS Access. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You sons of bitches.
How much does that cost?
More than I want to pay.
Fuck.
It costs something. That's where you're against.
Well, it feels like $2 a month or
It's
something like
probably
that.
like eight.
Yeah. Not worth it.
No.
Just pay for it and then just watch it. Just unsubscribe.
I know. Wait till the entire season comes out and then.
Yeah, exactly. But basically all the promo is he's, you know, kind of talking in third person, walking down the freaking stadium. He's literally at a football stadium, and then walks through a door in the middle of the field and nothing through the other side of the door.
So one anime movie that might turn this around is coming out here in a few weeks. Yes. Alita Battle Angel.
I'm okay with
That
this.
could be the big trendsetter.
Um,
Maybe I'll eat my words.
Probably.
Kind of our running story for a while.
Yeah, because who said this was going to be an awesome from the get-go?
You.
Me. Who's saying it's going to be awesome? Oh, yeah, everybody on the internet. Because everything on the internet is true.
It is true.
Trend
No, I hope.
follower.
As I've said a million times, I hope this movie's awesome.
I'm going to re-quote you. You hope you eat your words.
I hope I eat my words and swallow.
First time you saw that trailer, you're like, "Oh, that's so dumb."
It did. The CGI looks
And you know
really
what the very
bad.
first-
amazing.
And well, see, you look at it and said, God, the CGI is dumb. You know what the first thing I did when I looked at the CGI? That is Troublemaker Studios. Like, there is a signature style that Robert Rodriguez has.
Spy Kids.
Fuck you and your goddamn Spy Kids. I think Robert Rodriguez, things like Sin City and Desperado and, you know, Once Upon a Time Mexico and all these good things. He's like, Spy Kids.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
You know, you give shit about all of that, that shit still made him money.
It did. That's why we got this movie, probably.
Sin City's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
This is the stuff that I've been reading and when I was talking about. This is like the rebirth of Robert Rodriguez, like what Sin City did for him when that first came out. Like between that and knowing like how much content and how much that James Cameron gave to Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, he was supposed to do this a freaking decade ago.
Oh yeah,
plus.
James Cameron's been working on this, and then he kind of fell into that Avatar hole, and he won't be seen.
He's still stuck in it.
He's crawling out.
He's
resurfacing.
He's in the deep sea.
well, supposedly 2 of the 4 movies are done. They just have to go through post.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 90% of the movie is probably post.
That's
so
why I'm saying that, you know, 2 of them are technically done.
they're like 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, all the mocap is done.
I hope this movie's awesome because that means we get more
It's gonna
quality anime adaptations And from what we've seen from people that have seen it, yes, it is one of the best
Did you
blockbusters so far this year.
Did you notice, because you probably haven't been paying attention to see who's actually in the movie, but Francis from Deadpool is in Adelaide Battle Angel?
Yeah, he's one of the guys she fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Mm-hmm. And Christoph Waltz. I love Christoph Waltz.
I hope
That's why I'm happy.
this is one of those ones where I hope it's so good that not only do you eat your words, that I hope Christoph Waltz gets another Oscar out of this.
Out of Alita Battle Angel. All right.
Hey, really, if you think about it, if everything that man has been in, the only Oscars he's been nominated for and won at the same time, though, are Tarantino movies.
Yeah. Be cool to see a Rodriguez movie for him.
Fuck yeah.
For me, one of the anime movies I'm sort of I'm not looking forward to it.
You're
I'm
in like
hardcore
Flint on
hating.
with this one. You're gonna be like first in line.
For what? Detective Pikachu?
Yes, you're gonna pre-order your tickets as soon as they become available. You're gonna be like, bitch, I'm gonna be there first.
Yes. Because
You'd
that
be
is
like-
one of the anime things I've gotten into. Pretty hardcore, I guess, lately.
Yeah, obsessive, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Yeah, big time.
Are you like 6?
Yes, I am 6.
He's drowning.
Hey,
in it.
I'm starting at the bottom. You got to start with Pokemon and work your way up, Brian.
He's drowning in the Pokeballs.
Do you know how wrong that sounded?
But Detective Pikachu coming this summer. Yes, I will be the first in line, but I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think that's how you start a Pokemon live-action movie.
Why not?
Because Detective Pikachu
See,
is a
you're-
spin-off of the main storyline. Like,
Your problem isn't even Pikachu. That's your problem.
no, my problem is Pikachu in this.
No,
movie.
your problem. We've had this conversation already.
Oh, I know.
Justice Smith.
Yeah, he got nominated for Razzie for his shitty performance in Jurassic World. So,
Well, I guess we'll see how that pans out for him.
but no, my problem with this movie is fucking Deadpool is voicing Pikachu. I hate it.
Hey, you know what?
Pikachu says 2 words.
Pika Pika.
Okay, one word twice.
He's got to make movies for his kids.
Who, Ryan?
Yes.
That's why he's doing the Funko movie, probably. Hopefully.
You got to stop making news that doesn't exist yet.
Oh, he'll do it. You know he would. Yeah, I guess, but I can't. For people who are watch movies as much as like we do, that's all you're gonna see when you see Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool,
You're not wrong.
and I don't like that. I don't. I would be fine if you just did him saying Pika Pika.
Hey, there's either
He would
one.
have got the same paycheck, you know.
Either one or two things are going to happen, because this is Ryan Reynolds we're talking about. Either we're going to actually have a halfway decent movie, you're going to enjoy it, you're going to see what he brings to this movie, right? Or we're going to have Ryan Reynolds giving himself shit for the next 10 years like Green Lantern.
Yeah, but Green Lantern still hasn't dug itself out of that hole.
That's what I'm saying,
Like,
though.
it's stuck there now for a while.
You know,
When he's making fun of it as Deadpool, I don't want him making fun of Pikachu in Deadpool 3.
I would not be surprised if DC's like, we really want to make that Green Lantern movie, but until Ryan Reynolds stops shitting on the old one, we can't do anything because that's all they're going to see.
That's why I don't want him as Pikachu, because then we can't get an actual Pokemon movie with Ash and all the actual characters that people know and love.
That, and it's directed towards adults.
What? Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not directed towards, based off of the actual, Pokemon.
No, it's a
'Cause
PG-13 version.
Yeah, because, Pikachu, if you're going, based off the original, it's not even the same character, pretty much.
No, it's a different Pikachu.
Yeah,
Yes. But I still don't like that.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yes.
Poor thing.
And Justin Smith.
I'm just the old guy over here going, I remember when it was still red and blue. And when it was, oh, cool, it came out with another one. That one's yellow.
Now there's so many frickin' Pokemon stuff. It's nuts.
I remember when I collected Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah.
Legit would trade for Pokemon cards. I'd be like, I just bought this awesome comic book. I will trade you this for that one Pokemon card that was worth 50 cents.
People still do that. They sell crack for Pokemon cards now.
My favorite one was still Celebi, but
You make it sound like you know about this whole
Crack selling for Pokemon cards.
Yeah, but something tells me it's not Pokemon, or it's not crack that you're selling for Pokemon cards here.
Is that what you do in the bathroom at night?
No, I sneak out of the house and go to different alleyways to find Pokemon cards. Anyway, that I guess is our talk on animated movies and anime.
Detective Pikachu spinoff.
I don't know what the fuck's going on now.
We'll direct the number 2.
You are upset that Kayla and I are picking on you.
Picking on me is mean.
Oh,
You probably deserved it.
Probably did. So we do got some anime and animation movies coming out here this next week. Actually,
I want to eat your pancreas.
I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, February 7th and 10th.
Woo!
This comes out. That's a special Fathom Events. New. This will be its first release here in the U.S.
Can someone please explain this to me? Because that sounds like a title of the last thing I want to go to the theater to go see.
It's actually a romance movie.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm sold now.
The style of the anime is like the stuff
Easy
I
killer.
like go towards because it's really well done. It's not just like I'm trying to think of a really bad. Okay, this is not really bad, but you know the Dragon Ball Z, the way the characters are made,
Okay.
where they're kind of cartoonish and more towards like animation versus like anime. Well, this is more towards like anime where it's more trying to be realistic a little bit. So the drawing is really intensified, and there's like more colors and.
I'm still trying to understand why it's called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
We'll have to watch the movie.
I know, and I'm super excited. But it still confuses me because it's supposed to be a romance, and
Yes, they're
want to
playing
eat your
this
pancreas.
movie up as kind of a movie to take a date to for Valentine's.
ooh.
So I Want to Eat Your Pancreas.
That sounds like something.
That sounds like no. I was gonna say that's one thing I absolutely loved about the original Deadpool marketing was
The Valentine's marketing.
the Valentine's marketing.
Perfect.
Well, that even when they put it into the movie.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, my significant other said this was a romantic movie.
What about the walking through Walmart and you see all the Deadpool 2 do movie cases for movies that are already out?
Oh, I know.
That was awesome. Like, that made me want to buy the movies that were just sitting there that we already have seen a million times
You're like-
just to have the Deadpool
I
cover.
might or might have not taken a slipcover off one of them.
You've done it several times.
I would buy a different movie and take the slipcover off a movie I
For
already
one
own.
of the movies you already
For the
own.
Deadpool one.
Buy
I
the
need
buy,
the slipcover.
buy the movie, return it because they're scanning the barcode off of the little window.
Well, yeah, I would go and buy an actual Blu-ray I didn't have yet. Take the Deadpool slipcover, put it over that one, because you scan the other movie. You don't scan the slipcover.
Yeah.
And I just buy it, and then the cashier wouldn't know the difference.
This says The Castaway, and your movie says Fast and the Furious.
Exorcist number 2 versus Castaway.
The next movie is The Lego Movie 2 on February 7th.
The second one.
The second one, the second part.
The second
I
part.
love the fact they called it the second part since everything for Legos is pieces.
That's so punny.
Well, that's where I wish more movies would do this. Is it doesn't have to be just 2, 3, 4,
Have
or
a creative title for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like for the longest time, Deadpool 2 was titled or the untitled Deadpool sequel. And I think it would have absolutely killed if that's what they would have actually called the movie.
The untitled Deadpool sequel.
Yes.
I still think one of the best franchises that did this was The Naked Gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when you get 33 and a third.
33 and a third.
Lion King 1, Lion King 2, Lion King 1.5.
See,
That's
that
another one.
no,
Yeah,
no,
they just
'cause-
cheated on that.
because
though.
1.5 is Timon and Pumbaa in between 1 and 2.
I'm surprised you know that one.
I'm not surprised.
I said I don't know anything about anime.
Oh.
I like.
I was like, he looks like a Disney fan.
Do you know how many Pixar movies I own?
Probably a lot.
Actually, I think I'm only missing Ratatouille and A Bug's Life. So piss off.
Bug's Life is hard to get, though.
But I don't get why.
Because it's the forgotten classic of
It
Pixar.
is. I mean, come on. Dennis Leary as a ladybug?
That movie is awesome.
I know.
I
That
love
was my
But no.
that was my favorite more than like Toy Story.
If you ever go to the store, any store, like you'll always see, oh, there's a new version of this, a new issue of this for like even like The Incredibles and Toy Story and Brave and Up and Wall-E and all of them. Bugs Life gets the shaft every fucking time.
Like,
And
when they do like the Disney like 20-year celebration
yeah,
things.
I've yet to find a re-release of A Bug's Life with its like the DVD, Blu-ray, digital copy. It does not exist.
I think we have A Bug's Life on VHS.
I used to have it on VHS.
I'm pretty sure.
I like
we
how
do.
these people are all bitching, like, give us our Incredibles sequel. Where the fuck's our Bug Life sequel?
I wanted both. I legit wanted
Well,
both.
you got the Incredibles one. Now we got to get our Bug's Life
I
one.
need to finish watching that movie.
I haven't even seen the new one.
So Lego Movie.
Woo!
I know.
You guys both enjoyed it, right?
I love the Lego movie.
Jinx.
I love the way they played it off, where that Warner Brothers was able to get enough of the licenses into the movie to make it even that much better. Side note, some of the celebrity casting for the small characters.
Superman and Green Lantern's my favorite.
Oh my god. Channing
Tatum
Tatum
and
and Jonah Hill. That is some, okay.
Hey, Superman, what's up?
When they have you seen any of the promos for this like within the last few
Not
days?
with those, no.
Well, for Lego Movie 2. There is one where, because Channing Tatum comes back and he's Superman again, right? But also you see him and he is just head to toe sparkly. And he's like, the S is for silly. He's Silly Man now. And like I said, he's just glittery from head to toe.
Yeah, the first time I went to Lego Movie, I went to it in the theater with my brother and my cousin, and I'm like, it was a boring Sunday afternoon. I'm like, okay, I'll go take them to go watch a movie. I ended up loving the movie far more than they did, which is crazy. I know. I thought it was just gonna be a dumb
ones
Lego
like us,
movie.
we grew up on the Legos. Like, I actually had a buddy of mine that after that movie came out, he was rummaging through some stuff at his parents' house and actually found Benny. And he's like, the actual, like, legit from 1980 something Lego Benny.
the spaceman,
Yes.
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day.
Spaceship. Only Charlie Day.
I would have to say for at least for the first one, and I'm hoping they have that something for the second one, is that I think one of the best parts about the first Lego movie was the double-decker couch.
Oh yeah.
With the storage underneath the cushions.
Yeah, like, who in their right mind would think that's a good idea?
It's the reason that movie works is Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
no, okay, let me rephrase. As for them directing and making the movie, yes. I'm talking about as for the sake of Emmett. I mean, I think Elizabeth Banks holds her own as Wild Style, but I think you have to be very careful with someone like Emmett when you're literally trying to take one of their like city characters that nobody gives two flying shits about and make him the main character.
I think what helps that is the Phil Lord and Chris Miller writing around it.
Yes. That's
the
why,
way that they can use the references. There's so many things that kids are going to love, especially like kids now. Like Emmett's like a major character for kids to like fall in love with. But also with the Lego Movie, they brought in so many different references. Like one of my favorites is the Star Wars references. It's so good.
Have you seen any of the previews or anything like that for the second one?
I saw one trailer. I'm done with it.
Because one of the characters, Chris Pratt actually has two roles.
Yeah.
In the second one.
He basically plays an amalgamation of every other action hero he's played.
Yes, and I love I love how they named him Rex Danger Vest.
Definitely
fancy.
making fun of his Jurassic World character.
One of these days, what you'll have to do is go, I think it's on his Twitter, is just look at his Twitter and watch some of the videos that Chris Pratt has posted. Because, like, when he's been going on his press tours and shit like that, he's got fucking Lego characters with him. Like, he's got Emmett there. He's got Danger Vest there. He's got Star-Lord there. He's actually commented about how Star-Lord is the one that fucked everything up for the MCU. It's hilarious.
I'll have to look it
Like, Chris Pratt is like that guy. I wish I knew him personally because he seems like he'd just be funny 24. Like, that shit just, like Ryan Reynolds, that shit just does not turn off.
Yeah. Chris Pratt seems like a cool guy.
Did you guys see his diet videos?
No.
That was fucking funny. You have to look up his diet videos because he goes on this like severe diet. And there's one clip where he's it's like a dessert. Like he does like the pre-made like I don't even know what they're called, like portion meals and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna have a little nibble. And he like takes a tiny little bite. And he's like, oh my god, this is so good. Like, you just have to watch it. I can't do.
Some of his best lines in Parks and Rec are just him
Ad-libbing.
ad-libbing the stuff.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the outtakes.
Oh yeah. Are you thinking of the one I'm thinking of?
I don't know
The
which
Kim
one.
Kardashian?
No. As I remember seeing one where he was trying to spook Amy Poehler, and she opens up a door like to her house kind of thing, and she opens up the door and he's naked, and just the look on her face goes, she did not know that was gonna happen. I mean, straight head to toe, nothing.
Yep.
He just gave her full frontal.
Only Chris Pratt.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
Is it drafty in here?
Yep.
So Lego Movie 2 comes out February 7th. The other wide release movie we're going to get here in Sioux Falls is also coming out February 7th. What Men Want.
Isn't that how that kind of works? They open up on the weekends?
That is
kind of how that works.
But Brian, you know more about this one than I do.
Well, yeah, because you didn't do your research.
I
I don't
didn't do
even
my
know what this
research.
is.
Because I don't care.
Yeah.
Lego Movie's the one we care about.
So, you're not wrong again. You're not wrong again. Okay.
But I know it stars Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji P. Henson. So, for those that do or don't know, mid-90s-ish, I'm trying to remember when it is, Mel Gibson movie called What Women Want. Man goes around, has the ability to, I don't remember even how he gets the ability, but has the ability to hear what women think. So he uses that to his advantage. This is basically the equivalent of, we're going to remake this movie, but we're going to flip the script and make it about the woman that can hear what all the men think. And Taraji is playing the Mel Gibson role.
That's terrifying. That doesn't sound funny. That sounds like
Either
a horror
which
movie.
way, whether it's the guy or the girl, it's, yeah, exactly. It's like,
My worst fear coming to life.
I don't want you to hear what I'm thinking. I
No
don't need you
kidding.
to think what,
I'd probably be arrested, but put in a penitentiary. But that's okay.
Who, like, I don't know. Who
What
who
kind of
asked for
person
this?
did you bring in here?
I don't
Just
know.
going, I'm afraid for my life now.
Person who's excited to watch the movie. I want to eat your pancreas, obviously.
Did you
Don't
bring
piss me
fucking
off.
Hannibal Lecter up in this shit or what?
Piss
Bring
me
some
off.
fava beans?
Some fava beans. A nice canty.
Fava beans.
I don't know. Why do we have to have this?
Have what?
I don't know. Counter programming, I guess.
Have this
That's
movie?
about it.
Because Taraji P. Henson wasn't making enough money off of Empire and every other thing that she's
Yeah,
doing.
of course not.
She's like, why not?
I gotta say something.
Uh-oh.
You're kidding this movie because guess what? It's what women want.
Get it? She played on the title.
No, I got it right away. I was watching the gears turn on you. You're just like, oh, I see what you did there.
I got it.
It's like slow-mo.
Yeah. Can literally see the wheels turning. It was really
Yep.
slow.
It's like when he drops
Oh.
he drops the burrito and he realizes it's too late. He's not gonna catch it.
No. Still eat it off the ground though.
Probably.
Fucking
Anyway.
gross.
Second
Just
rule.
clean the floor, so.
Well, we got some stuff going on here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is the last time we'll bring this one up because that's coming up this week.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Last time you had something up, you just kind of forgot to take it off the list.
Oh well.
Cinema Falls is bringing the Oscar live action and animated shorts on the February 9th at 3:30 in the afternoon.
The afternoon.
The afters of noon.
Yes, and then the next day they're bringing Oscar documentary shorts.
Oh my God.
February 10th at 5:30 p.m. So you got some Oscar movies to go check out here in Sioux Falls.
In 2 different locations.
Two different locations, one at the Orpheum and one at the West Mall 7. Check out cinemafalls.com.
I think the Docs is at the Orpheum.
Oh,
and just because you like to bring it up yet again, Jurassic
Just bring up
Park
the
music is going to be at the Pavilion on the 9th and 10th.
Yes, so you can go check out the music of Jurassic Park.
The Park.
Brought to you by the Sioux Falls, South Dakota Symphony Orchestra.
Yes.
Yes. So check out the music of John Williams.
Only as long as that they're, if they put the movie screen in the back and they show like clips of the movie and whatnot as they're doing it, is as long as I could watch Sam Jackson go, all right, now everybody hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
Or an animatronic dinosaur.
Yep. An actual one on the stage.
Yes.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Playing an instrument.
Eating people.
Or eating
No. I'm picturing first chair violinist and one of those inflatable T-Rex.
I was about to say like Jurassic World, masks. They're all wearing dinosaur masks
The entire symphony's just in this inflatable
with their
dinosaur.
suits and dresses on.
Can you imagine how hot that would be? You
They
probably,
get the little screen.
Be entertaining.
yeah, as I say, you'd have like the even like the cello players or something like that, just like, I can't do this anymore, so I'm gonna pass out.
All I picture is little T-Rex arms with playing a cello.
They all gonna play like that. Yeah, just short arms, short hands.
For hands.
Short hands.
Son of a bitch.
We got another local event coming up later this month. February 8th, Indie Events is presenting a documentary punk film and punk music with that. So they're going to do a kind of a full night of entertainment.
This can be a 2-for-1 kind of deal.
2-for-1 kind of deal, yep. That one is taking place at Club David. They're going to play the documentary called Queercore, and then that is a punk rock documentary, and then they are going to have live punk music after.
What a weird shocker, putting punk music with a punk documentary.
I know. What a fantastic concept.
I don't know. If it's not SLC punk, why should I watch?
I don't know.
Because it's got no Matthew Lillard. He's too busy being Shaggy.
Like, he's got, too many memes to do now, dude.
Well, after the Mortal Kombat thing, I could understand. Somebody's been making talk about having Shaggy be in Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, there's a petition for it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it might actually happen.
Yeah. No, it won't. There's no way that they will allow him to... The people who own Shaggy, it is not going to happen.
I'm pretty sure it's Warner Brothers.
That owns... that.
Scooby-Doo.
I think
And
you're
I
wrong.
think they own Mortal Kombat.
Well,
He's
yes.
gonna Google it.
I'm gonna Wikipedia Scooby-Doo, but yes, WB Games is the one that does Mortal Kombat.
I'm pretty sure they own Yeah, they do own Scooby-Doo.
I think you're wrong. No. Ooh. Do you know you can't Wikipedia on Wikipedia?
What?
Mine implosion.
Boom.
Not explosion.
Implosion.
Jinx.
This episode is brought to you by Shaggy, our Lord and Savior.
What?
I think we're all going to hell now.
Oh, those Shaggy memes get me.
Damn it.
Yes?
Oh,
So-
eat your words.
Sort of.
Gonna be in it.
No. Following the success of the original series, Hanna-Barbera and its successor, Warner Brothers Animation. So, I always knew it as Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. WB owns it. So he's gonna be in Mortal Kombat 11.
He will not be Mortal Kombat.
He'll be a DLC character.
He still won't be. It is too violent for them to put Shaggy in there. But if I will
But
say,
if Shaggy wills it into
I will-
Shaggy wills it into existence, he'll make it.
I will side note though. If Matthew Lillard does not, if they were to say, okay, yep, we will put Shaggy in Mortal Kombat 11. If Matthew Lillard does not voice him, don't do it.
He does the voices for Shaggy in all the movies yet.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so he
That's what
would.
I'm saying that if they were to be like, well, we can't get him for whatever reason, then it's not allowed.
I think he'd be 100% on board for it. He's playing along with these memes now.
Oh, I know.
He made a Dungeons and Dragons
I saw that
player card. Yeah. Anyway, so that is Indie Events is bringing Queercore documentary to Sioux Falls February 8th. They also are going to have something coming up we can announce here pretty soon, I think. So we'll just leave that as a tease for now.
You make it sound like we know things.
We do. We're on the inside on stuff.
We have connections.
You make it sound like we know things.
We know things.
We don't know things.
We do. We know a few things. Anyway, I know one thing.
What do you know?
That's the episode.
What about our plugs, dumbass?
I know that's what we're going to get to. Gotta wrap it up.
That's what she said?
Gotta wrap it up. Okay, yeah.
Not likely.
I got you. Anyway, we got to plug the Sioux Falls film community. Follow them on Facebook. That's where you can join the conversation and talk anything movies there.
Get it done.
Get her done. You also should follow our friend at Fat Dude at Digs Flicks on Facebook.
And he's a pretty cool dude.
And Instagram. He is a cool dude.
He watches a lot of movies.
Watches too many movies, Andy. You watch too many movies.
We just had this conversation earlier that we don't get a chance to watch as many as we would like to.
But he watches too many.
So
Criticizing him.
Yep.
yeah, quit criticizing.
I'm
Jealous.
criticizing the critic.
I think
jealous.
Nope, I'm with Kayla here. I think you're just jealous.
Peanut butter and jelly, yes.
Yep, totally peanut butter and jelly with extra jelly.
Extra jelly. Also follow Midwest Movie Talk with Jameson and Blake. Them and Fat Dude Digs Flicks. A couple other Sioux Falls guys that are talking movies. So don't let us be the only ones.
You'd think that us people here in the Midwest like movies or something.
There's not much else to do, so.
What? You mean there's just cornfields and
Cornfields and cold weather.
Children
That's
of
a
the
country.
corn.
That's a country song right there. Cornfields and cold weather.
hey, it's a heat wave right now. It's 15 degrees.
Woohoo! Also, use the hashtag 2schmucks and Schmuck Club on whatever you're gonna tweet or Instagram, whatever the heck you want to do with it. Hashtag it.
I'm okay with Schmuck Club because
Schmuck
it's
Club.
shorter, sweet, to the point.
That's true.
It's all inclusive. Everybody can be a schmuck in the Schmuck Club.
Everybody is a welcome schmuck. Kayla, you're a schmuck this time.
She's an appointed schmuck.
A pointed
I'm a
schmuck.
schmucky because I'm a girl.
A schmucky. I guess.
I guess now we. Okay.
Use the hashtag Schmucky Club as well. You can visit our website, backlot605.com. You can find all our latest movie news, reviews, and all our podcasts right on there.
All our weird shit.
All our weird shit. I just did a review for Benchwarmers 2.
Yeah,
oh God,
why?
Oh, God, why did I do that?
Yes.
You can also find our TeePublic store on that website as well. Where can they find the podcast, though, Brian?
They can find the podcast in every place that you can never remember how to say it correctly.
That's right.
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if you really want to see a video of just our logo, you can get it on YouTube as well.
And stare at our logo for about 2 hours.
Well,
Why not? You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I kind of said that.
Yeah, but I like to throw it in there. Because please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
He likes the sound of his voice.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
sounds
I
like-
have figured that out in all this.
That's the only reason I did it. I wanted to hear myself talk.
He's like, oh, I edit it. I get it up, and then I just listen to myself over and over again.
That's why it takes so long, because I'm just listening to it and enjoying every second of it.
Where's the silky voice?
He's like, why does my edit session take 9 hours?
My voice, that's why.
It's his alone time.
Anyway, that is the episode. We want to thank Kayla for being on and being our anime expert here on Backlot 605.
Adios.
Are you going to call... You should call her what she called herself. I'm just saying.
Schmucky.
The Schmucky.
No.
Kayla.
You called yourself a mediocre expert.
Yes.
I'm just throwing that out.
The mediocre anime expert.
Mediocre expert.
All right.
That'd be like calling me like, the expert on popcorn movies or action flicks or whatnot. No, I'm just mediocre.
You're a mediocre one.
The
We're both
mediocre schmuck club.
Yep.
Don't quote me.
We're just the mediocre movie guys. So,
Don't quote me. I ain't said shit.
Brian, thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next week, I guess.
We won't see them. We never see them.
I'll see you. Goodbye.
I only see you.